Hello, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Freed. I'm your host, Michael Freed. I'm a litigation partner in the matrimonial and family law firm of Berkman, Botker, Newman, and Shine, with offices in New York City, Westchester, and Long Island. And today, my special guest is Susan Schoenfeld of Wealth Legacy Advisors, LLC. So, Susan, welcome to 5 Minutes with Freed.
Glad to be here.
So, Susan, what is Wealth Legacy Advisors and what's your role in the company?
I'm CEO and founder of Wealth Legacy Advisors, which I launched 9 years ago to be a thought partner to families of wealth and their trusted advisors to help them navigate through the human issues of wealth that keep people up at night. Issues like, how do I raise my children or my grandchildren in an atmosphere of wealth to become competent and confident stewards of their wealth? As a recovering trust and estates lawyer and CPA, I tend to attract families struggling at the intersection of family dynamics and family business, however that term may be defined. Sometimes it's an operating family business or a charitable foundation, or sometimes there's been some sort of liquidity event, and the family business is newly liquid funds that create new communication challenges.
Great. So, Susan, you know that I'm a matrimonial and family law attorney. When would my clients most often require your services?
Families who are in the midst of or who have just finalized a separation or divorce are often at their most vulnerable. They worry that their children are going to become spoiled by the other parent and would want to preempt these concerns head on by establishing some common guidelines. But they understand that having a neutral facilitator in the room will keep the discussions focused on the topic at hand. Also, one of the spouses may end up with new liquidity that they're unfamiliar with, and they may need some confidence and coaching in financial literacy, or their children might.
So, Susan, what's the best way for a prospective client or other professional like myself to contact you?
Thank you for asking. I have two websites. There's WLA LLC for my work consulting with ultra high net worth families. That's WLA as in Wealth Legacy Advisors, LLC.com. And then I have SusanSchoenfeld.com for my public speaking. If any of your listeners want to engage me to speak at a corporate event or conference, that's Susan, SUSAN, and then my last name, Schoenfeld, SCHOENFELD.com. On both of those sites, there's a link to my YouTube channel. If anyone wants to watch some short video clips with my tips and techniques for the human issues of wealth. And also on both of those sites is a contact page with my phone number and an easy way to click and send me an email.
That's outstanding. So now, Susan Schoenfeld, we have now come to the most important part of our show.
I'm ready.
Are you? Well, this is where we ask the question of the week. So, Susan Schoenfeld, this is your question of the week. Imagine you are the emperor of a small island nation and can only choose 5 people from history to come live on your island for 3 years. Who would they be and why?
Oh, this is a fun question. Well, my first pick is Ruth Bader Ginsburg because she was an inspiring advocate for gender equality and women's rights, and I think would be fascinating to talk to. My second pick is Leonardo da Vinci because not only was he an exceptional artist, but he was also a brilliant inventor and the consummate epitome of intellectual curiosity, including advances in hydraulic engineering hundreds of years ahead of his time. And that would be handy to have on a small island nation.
Right.
My third pick is Martha Washington because she was the power behind the throne, so to speak. Very little is known about her, but she must have witnessed some extraordinary events, and I think would have a unique perspective to share on the founding of our country. My fourth pick is still alive, and I choose just for fun. Keith Richards, because I'm a lifelong Rolling Stones fan. I've read Keith's memoir, and he seems like a really interesting and just plain cool person to spend some time with.
Right.
And my last pick is my husband's grandmother, Stella, because I never had the opportunity to know her. But in her time, she was a larger than life New York City personality who knew every celebrity and was even seen, get this, in a provocative pose for a well known magazine in full evening dress at age 65, mind you, but could also be a traditional grandmother to her family.
Wow. I have to tell you, that was an amazing answer. And Susan Schoenfeld, you have said it all. You are helping people navigate through human issues of life one day at a time. And I want to thank you for being a wonderful guest on 5 Minutes with Freed.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.